I've been super stressed out, my mind in a tiff. Real got super moody, but she my therapist. Then they say they got me.
Welcome to the Brocolli Pod. We're your hosts. I'm Reeph.
I'm Capital J, and we're here with our guest today.
I'm Reeph.
I'm S0ul.
And tell them where you're from.
Come from Humboldt County, out in Arcata, a bit further north.
Yeah.
Hey, how long y'all been doing music for?
Shit, man. I mean, I was in choir in high school, and I've always like fucked around with instruments and making music and shit. But I've probably been seriously doing it with these guys for like 4 or 5 years, something like that.
Yeah.
I was gonna say seriously for maybe like 5 or 6 years, but like I also did instruments and such growing up. Did orchestra, all that in high school, some band, all that.
Right on, bro. You guys grow up in Humboldt?
I grew up mostly in Humboldt. I was born in Encinitas. I grew up in San Marcos for a little bit until I was around 4, and then I moved to Humboldt.
Oh, right on, bro.
Born and raised.
Hell
Born and
yeah,
raised in
dude.
Humboldt, yeah.
Yeah, thanks for making the trip for us.
For
Yeah,
real,
it's so
man.
worth it, man.
Yeah,
Vibe.
bro. The show last night was something
dude.
else.
And that after party, boy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
After party was lit. If you didn't make it,
There's no
you know,
footage of that, but damn,
Yeah.
y'all missed out. It's all good, though. Maybe one of these times.
If you know, you know.
Yeah, no, it was fun, man. That's what I'm saying, dude. It's always beyond worth making a 3-hour drive for fucking energy like that. You know?
Straight up, dude.
Plus,
Straight up.
it's not a bad drive. It's all good.
No, it's pretty. You know? It's a nice commute.
Yeah, that freestyle session was insane.
Yeah, no, it was
Bro,
fucked up.
that was like an hour straight just fucking gassing.
Yeah. Dude, I was telling you last night, like, your cohesiveness together, like, you guys just jump in and, like,
Fuck
you
yeah,
guys really
no.
play off each other super well.
Thanks,
You guys got
I
great
appreciate
energy
that.
for the show.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, and y'all voices like really
Balance
balance each other.
You
Yeah,
guys are
contrast each
contrast,
other.
but
And it's
balance.
perfect,
That's
you know?
Appreciate that for
Yeah,
real.
Yeah.
no,
It's
it's been
sick.
cool getting a fucking. That's what I really like about making music with a group of people, especially when you really get to work with like one person a lot. Is really fucking honing in your guys' ability to work together. And
Yeah,
shit, so.
straight up. And then the energy just multiplies.
Yeah, no, exactly, bro. Especially more and more live shows you do, especially with like fucking crowd interaction like last night and shit. It just fucking so much growth happens with artists
Yeah.
working together.
For real.
Yeah,
You can't
bro.
buy experience like that.
No,
Oh,
100%.
yeah. It was a lot of good music, man. It was a lot of good music.
Every artist a hit,
Oh,
bro.
insane, dude.
Yeah, if you missed the show, you guys gotta go to the next one. Make sure you guys are checking out the local events. There's some really great artists coming out right now and making a lot of music. So
There's another show coming up on May 19th with Lilo, Davey, some dude from LA. I can't remember the name, I'm sorry.
dude.
And Lexi. Yeah, go to that one, and then the after party is hosted by Broccoli Pod at Grey Wolf.
Yeah, make sure you're checking out our Instagram and the Calvin Sunday Studio Instagram. Just keep up on all the
Local
recent
events.
updates, local updates.
Yeah.
You guys are on Instagram. What are you guys' Instagrams real quick?
My Instagram is Reeph the Goat.
Mine is S0ul W. The O on S0ul is a 0.
Indeed.
And it's Reef with a PH, right?
Yeah, Reeph with a PH.
Like Reefer.
Exactly.
Reefer
Yeah,
Madness.
Reefer Madness.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, this is your brain on drugs.
No, this is your
You're turning into
brain
this
on
dude.
drugs. Watch out.
If you hear his voice, it's not a bad thing.
Yeah, no. Good stuff.
So y'all said you guys play some instruments?
I was never super into instruments. I've like dabbled in
Okay.
guitar and like piano and shit like that. But I wouldn't say like I play an instrument really.
Okay.
But I've been around music and stuff, so.
Okay.
Yeah, I did. It's been a while since I've been in practice, but I did piano for 6 years. And then in orchestra, I did percussion, which was anything from like snare drum to bass drum to timpani to xylophone.
Xylophone?
Yeah.
You play the xylophone?
It's one of my favorite
okay.
words
That's
of
a
all
great
time.
word.
good.
that in Maroon too.
Xylophone.
That was fire. you know?
Yeah.
But no, that shit was awesome. I was actually doing that with Juice as well.
Oh shit.
It was a cool experience.
That's tight.
Yeah.
How long were you doing that for?
4 years, all of high school.
Nice.
And then I did a little bit with the symphony in town, the Eureka Symphony afterwards too. Just because the conductress wanted me to. And I was like, honestly, that conductress was one of the best teachers I've ever had in my life.
Carol?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Shout out Carol.
Shout out
Shout out
Davidson.
Carol.
Carol, you're fired.
Like she was no, she was super passionate about just like teaching us and stuff. I had to dodge a few erasers and stuff. That like, you ever seen Whiplash?
No, it's like a movie.
Yeah, you should watch that sometime. It's
That's
pretty
another
saucy. But
person.
like in it, the conductor like dude messes up on a rhythm and the conductor throws a cymbal at him. I never got a cymbal thrown at me, but she would throw like some erasers at me. There was like one day where like I was back there and like I was actually not talking, and like somebody else was talking. She chucks it. And I'm wearing jeans, it just like hits the side of my thigh, and I'm just like looking down at this like bright white chocolate thing in my jeans, and I'm just like, fuck, I'm gonna have to go around all day with this shit.
Oh, yeah.
But no, she was funny.
Yo, I'm picturing like the old lady from Incredibles.
Yeah.
Yo, she had the hair like that. You know, that's the crazy part. 'Cause, like that, she'd be like,
7-year-old version.
no, that's crazy you said that for real. Cause she'd be doing this thing where like she'd be like looking at one section or whatever, like over here, and then like somebody would mess up on the other section, and she would turn her head, and it would take a moment, and then like the hair would finally snap over it, and you just be like, it was funny. Oh man, she was hella short, and it was like I used to just like. Not like shit talk, but I would like talk back in like a affectionate manner.
Yeah.
You know? And she would just like walk up to me because she was probably like 5'1" or something like
Bro,
that.
she was like the tallest man.
Yeah, she had like the glasses and everything too, man.
Tallest man.
Like yeah, like the horn rim glasses. So she'd just look up at me and just like pat my cheek and just be like, "All right." Anyways, so as I was saying, every
Yo,
time.
I feel like I know her.
Yeah.
I miss you, Carol.
Shout out to Carol.
Bro.
Shout out.
to Carol.
Yeah, that's something cool. Doing this podcast a lot is hearing like a lot of people who like went through like orchestra or choir and stuff like that, and like a teacher really touched them and like really like helped
Yeah.
motivate them to do music more.
Yeah.
You know, encourage them to do it.
Yeah.
Because I mean, seeing someone so passionate, just like I don't know, for me that sparks a fire in me.
I mean, that's what's cool about her too. Is I feel like she's one of those like you go through any type of learning system, and it's so rare for the teachers to actually feel like
They care.
yeah, like
They
they
don't
actually
give
give
a
a shit.
fuck.
And
They're just
they're
getting a
just there for
paycheck.
tenure and shit. And she like you can tell she genuinely cared about all of her students a lot. It was
That's
cool.
dope.
Yeah.
That's real.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said to be fair though too, it's probably pretty hard for teachers when they're not making enough money and all that.
Yeah,
you know?
it's stressful.
Teachers are
One
super
day,
underpaid and like underappreciated.
Yeah, in our education system, like it kind of prepares for tests instead of like really be like, hey, I just want to like teach you life or like
Yeah, let's
you know,
prepare
get
the
better at
children.
Whatever is like super important, you know.
Prepare them for the
So,
future, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. Shout out Carol.
Shout out.
Fucking Carol,
The
dude.
goat.
Carol, the
goat.
I still think I have that pair of jeans somewhere. The one that took the eraser hit.
It still got
Still
the
got the
little
eraser.
white.
Yeah.
It might. I watched
Oh,
it a few times.
my
and
boy
I'm
was in high school, bro. He's just passing it off. He's like, no, that white mark's chalk. I swear, bro. I swear. Yo, so you guys been doing shows in Humboldt?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah, killing the Emerald Triangle area.
Trying to, dude.
Definitely.
Yeah. What's it like up there? What's the scene like up there?
It's cool, man. There's a lot of crazy, talented artists. It's been dope. Fucking, that's been one of my favorite parts about getting actually more involved with music with like Juice and Carter and S0ul, and it's been nice because fucking actually getting to find out how many awesome local artists there are. Because like I feel like before I got really into actually like putting my music out there, I didn't know about all the other artists, and then like you get involved in the community, and there's like so many fucking talented people from videographers to beat makers to fucking rappers and singers and poets and shit.
Dude, yeah, we're experiencing the same thing up here for sure.
Yeah, it's really building. It's like something super cool to see, man.
Yeah.
Like seeing all like the encouragement going around, and like everybody's just like trying to bring everybody else up.
100%. I just feel like people don't realize, like a lot of the time people won't even realize how many like-minded creative individuals are around them until there's a fucking platform for them to meet each other and do shit like that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's like you know when you get a car, you've never seen that car before, but then you
Yeah.
start seeing it all the time on the street.
Oh,
You
100%.
know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
exactly.
Yeah, so you guys have like a really unique sound, and is that kind of something that like grew from where you're from? Because I don't know if you've heard like Wiley from Atlanta.
Doesn't sound like
Uh,
I don't think so.
Dude,
Okay.
he's got a really cool sound. It's like that gravelly like singing.
Fuck yeah, love
And
it.
you guys have that really cool sound as well.
Appreciate that.
What influenced your music?
I mean, for me, I don't know. It's
Shoot.
one, I'm a multicultural person. So like my pops, he's mixed black from LA, and then my mom's from Kenya. She came to the States when she was like 23, I think, or something like that. So like already there was a difference in music in that. And then also my pops is super eclectic in his musical taste.
Yeah.
Growing up, he'd have me listen to everything, like except for like maybe opera.
most of the time, like there was still opera that he played, but like literally like everything I grew up listening to. So like with that, in terms of like melodies I'll use or like cadences or stuff like that, or like even also like thinking back to the days that I did percussion, like all this different kind of stuff just kind of comes together. And as far as the raspiness in the voice, it's just like a combination of having a deep voice and then just smoking a lot.
I feel that, yeah.
So that was the inspiration.
Yeah, honestly, I was gonna say the same shit with like on the level of I was just raised listening to so many different types of music, like from like folk music to rock to like classic and pop and everything in between, and then like I feel like that's one of the things that I notice when people get so stuck in a box, especially sometimes in like the rap hip hop community, where like they'll only pull inspiration from rap and hip hop, and all the people that inspire everyone in rap and hip hop, they also tap into shit from so many other genres of music, and that's why their music is timeless.
Yeah, dude.
Like I know for me, I'm like getting to combine stuff like I feel like David Bowie kind of like old rock shit with hip hop, and then like making that kind of like alternative emo rap shit, and like there's just so many different ways to make music as opposed to just like, and I love boom bap rap shit too. That's like where I started doing it, but I'm like getting to have a mix of a bunch of different shit. Like I'm stoked to drop more music so y'all can hear more of the shit too, because like we have so many different like genres that we've made that we haven't even like put out yet. So
Yeah, it's a cool sound. If you haven't heard it, you definitely got to go check it out, because it's like it's like a singing with like a reggae undertone, and it's just like barely reggae, and it just sounds so cool. It's like smooth.
Yeah, man.
Really smooth.
I appreciate y'all.
Speaking of reggae, shout out Honest.
Yep.
Honest.
Indeed.
Hell yeah. Shout out.
That's our homie that's in LA right now. But that's, dude, like, if y'all would meet him, man, that motherfucker is crazy.
Oh, we were talking about it. If
like
he was
the
at the
best way.
fucking, at the little freestyle last night, he is, hands down, in all my years of being alive, I've never seen or met somebody who can freestyle as well as him.
Damn.
Like,
Oh, that's fire.
actually,
Such a
like,
broad vocabulary, too.
and like, dude will spit like crazy, like, metaphors, hidden rhymes, like all the craziest rhyme shit you can do, and it's just all off top. He'll just go for fucking 5+ minutes at a time.
Yeah, no, I remember one time where like he was freestyling and he started out talking about something. I don't remember how it made sense, but it made sense talking about a work in the ocean. And then like 5 minutes later he went back to that, and it was just the craziest thing. I was like, bro, like what
Damn,
the
my
fuck?
boy's
He
doing
does this all the time.
callbacks like
All the time.
It genuinely is so great. It's the type of shit though makes no one else want to freestyle because it's so fucking good. You're like,
Damn, I'm
We started doing melodies.
That's where the melody is.
let's get good
Still do some good melodies.
Yeah.
Some cool vibe stuff like
Yeah,
that. So.
again, y'all weren't there, but this motherfucker was killing it on the melodies, and then this motherfucker coming in right after that with the deeper voice and balancing that shit out. Yeah, that's right.
I'll take that.
I mean, shoot, it also just comes from like, I mean, shoot, we really just be kicking it like a lot.
Yeah.
And like this also goes back to days where we be like, you know, like working out in nature and such. And like we just be fucking out there singing shit. Like it was a legal farm, to be fair.
That's what he's saying.
It was no. But anyway,
It was illegal farm.
We don't do anything illegal on this podcast, nor has anyone on this podcast ever done anything illegal.
No
100%. Like he said.
nah, like we really just be out there like just bullshitting, like making access and just like fucking singing random shit. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how you get better too. Like you expand your vocal cords that way.
Oh yeah, no, 100%.
I'm
Sounds
telling
like
you right
us.
now, the best melodies I ever think of are on the toilet. I'm telling you.
Okay.
You just be sitting there, like, you know what I mean? When you taking your morning shit, you're relaxing, and then, like, all of a sudden, you just kind of like, you start thinking of a melody, you be like, nope, that's the one.
My
know
boy's got
about
too
you,
much
bro.
time in the morning, I think.
I don't know about you, bro. I gotta focus when I'm taking a shit.
You're like,
When
that's
you
not
need
a
more
creative
fiber.
time for me.
Yeah, bro. I'm like, all right,
Oh,
we're gonna
he's
do this.
You got the handlebars in the side of your toilet.
Yo, he actually he got a seatbelt installed.
A full strap.
There's too much force, bro.
Yeah, it's a 4-point harness,
Yeah,
bro.
exactly.
My boy's coming
I
in.
also got a splash guard on it.
Damn, man, that's crazy. I sure hope so with that kind of, that torque.
That's next. I'm saving up for
No,
that.
he's still using the garden hose.
Yeah, man.
That's good too. That's second best, you know.
Bro, shitting with torque.
Shitting with torque. Horsepower shit.
You got the feet up.
The stirrups like you're giving birth.
That reminds me of that South Park episode, man, where he's like got the fucking Guinness World Records.
Yeah,
for
he gives it to David
the
Bowie.
biggest shit. Yeah, that was crazy.
Dude.
There's a whole 13 Curies.
Yeah, there's a bunch of Katy Curies.
That's insane.
So what's some advice you would give to some young and up and coming artists to, you know?
I would say keep working. Don't be too hard on yourself, and just learn as much as you possibly can about everything. And at the same time, too, like just make connections, like genuine connections. You feel me? Like, don't just do it just to network. Like, yeah, you should network, but at the same time, like, if you build real relationships, that'll definitely come back around in a good way later. I'm sure Juice will talk more about that later. But.
Yeah. I feel like I would just say be fearless in your creativity.
Yeah.
I feel like I see so many, like, I have grown the most in any of my music making time in life when I've been, like, absolutely fearless in what I wanted to try, and so many people don't want to try new creative things because they put themselves into a box and they're like, I only make this type of music.
Yeah.
And that's what I did for so long. When I'm like, oh, I'm a rapper. I'm like, I don't sing. And then, like, I've always liked to sing though and all that shit. And then I'm like, oh, I can put out whatever music I want.
Yeah.
That's kind of like something that I've like struggled with, because at first when I first started making music,
that's all
I would make
yeah.
every kind of music,
Yeah.
you know, and then like as time went on,
You
people
put yourself into a box.
yeah, people around me would be like, oh, I only do this, I only do that. They'd be
Yeah.
doing the same thing, so I was like, oh, maybe I have to pick a lane.
No, exactly.
But now I've started to finally come back out, starting to do more singing shit
Yeah.
and getting back into the old shit.
And like, don't let the chase fucking. I feel like sometimes it's like that's the thing too, where people be like, oh, I want to like make it with music, so I can't hit every lane. I have to focus on one, which like there's something to be said for that. But if you make music because you love making music, and you want to make the best music you can make, then you got to have an open creative journey and try a lot of new shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
that
make
sounds
music.
fun.
Yeah. Like even bro, we were just fucking working with homie Rowdy. He fucking shout out Rowdy. He fucking kills it. He was just fucking in the studio with us, and he was fucking experimenting with auto-tune and shit for the first time, and he was absolutely killing it. Like,
Yeah,
it sounded
yeah.
amazing on auto-tune, doing like these fucking background vocals and auto-tune over some like bar rap shit, and he was just like, fuck dude, this is sounding
It was
great.
one of the ones
I
we
was
heard
like,
last night, actually.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
hearing that one.
Yeah, and
He was the one with that hook that was super catchy. That he did.
Yeah,
the
bro,
lady one,
yeah.
But it was cool. Just that was a perfect example of seeing someone be like trying something completely new that they don't usually do and
Yeah.
absolutely killing it. And that was like experimenting with it more and growing as artists.
That's dope.
It's fucking dope, man.
Do y'all have any unreleased music, like a song that you would like to share on the podcast today?
Yeah, we can.
Hell yeah, let's do it.
Ooh, so I make it play or something?
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
play it into the mic. I'll edit it into the actual episode.
Yeah, what we got?
Whatever you want to do. I don't
Yeah, might as well.
Use our music
all of
app.
them.
I'm not fucking that.
I like all of them. Do you have
Intermission.
any input? What song are we playing?
Intermission.
Whatever you
I was
guys
gonna be
want.
stressed
Okay,
out. I
yeah,
guess.
stressed
Go
out.
for it.
Yeah.
I like the sound of that. Sometimes I get stressed out.
Yeah. It's relatable.
Who's making your beats?
But shout out Cosmo.
I've been super stressed out, my mind in a tiff. Real got super moody, but she my therapist. Then they say they got me, but they don't give a shit. So I'm high for the gases, like I was a blimp. I've been feeling on that extra tactile, forward, backwards, Kong on tactics. My get higher than a pterodactyl, cause my weed too gassy. Like my butt intolerant of lactic. Y'all don't rap, y'all just gas your gas it. Falling out your asses, running like it's classic, but it's only capping. Hate to say, but if your shit was magic, crowd would probably stay instead of ducking fast. I've been warlike about to conjure cash. In my mental, I've been running laps about 100 times. Canyon blood got me running till the sun is down. Sun go down and then I double down. Then it's double or the nothing till you running out of everything. I need it all, cause I'm really about to ball. I've been super stressed out, my mind in a tiff. Real got super moody, but she my therapist. Then they say they got me, but they don't give a shit. So I'm high for the gases, like I was a blimp. I've been super stressed out, my mind in a tiff. Real got super moody, but she my therapist. Then they say they got me, but they don't give a shit. So I'm high for the gases, like I was a blimp.
Tripping over shit I don't need to. This the type of energy to eat you. Coupled with the smoke, what that we do. Got me rolling up a blunt just to keep cool. No one got my back, so I keep it to the wall. Getting up on 2 hands every time that I fall. I lost a few friends on the grind through it all, but I do this for me, I ain't doing it for y'all. Fake energy, make enemies. I can see exactly what y'all tend to be. I know there's a reason that y'all tend to me. Just to find real, I'ma need 10 of me. You ain't no friend of mine, in it to the end of time. Always wanna tread the line. I can see you disappear with the less I shine. Can't grind, but you down to get bread and dime.
I've been super stressed out, my mind in a tiff. Real got super moody, but she my therapist. Plenty say they got me, but they don't give a shit. So I'm high for the gases, like I was a blimp.
Yeah, my fault, should've said go. My fault, should've said no to you. Everybody leave me alone. Why the fuck stop me and go to you? If you was me, then the top feels low to you. But you not, new flaws like growth to you. I'm in an ocean mood, it's too deep, it's dark. It ain't black and white, this ain't zebra, y'all. I don't need this shit, I just need the ball. I need peace of mind, don't need peace from y'all. East Coast father, English mama, in a vivid rage. Baby rifles, angry, pissed off, in a brittle cage. Just leave me be, just let me breathe, please. Need to focus up, I got pain, I turn the music like an orchestra.
How often you guys dropping music?
Not enough.
Not enough.
Not enough.
Nice.
I mean, here's the thing: is like we always stay making music, and so it's like we have this giant catalog of just backed up hits on hits.
I'll tell you what, though.
Easily 200 plus.
Yo,
Yeah,
what? Just
easily.
So no, I was gonna say, I tell you what, I've been talking about it with Juice too. I got a bunch of stuff that I want to prioritize releasing sooner than later, and so a bunch of the old music, I'm about to just do a fat dump on SoundCloud.
Yeah.
Just like
Yep.
not even do the whole release on every platform thing, because that's what takes the time and the money, but just dump all this, because it's all great music and I want people to be able to hear it.
What do y'all be using for your streaming platform? For your streaming services?
DistroKid.
Distro?
Yeah.
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 Do they have like a yearly fee that you can pay, or is it by every song only?
It's a yearly fee.
Yeah, I think it's like $40 a year.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, sick. Yeah,
They've been
TuneCore just started doing that,
Yeah.
and I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, that's the only thing I've ever fucking used. It's
Distro.
always been chill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many shows have you guys done? You guys were Supernatural.
Overall, oh fuck, bro, I don't even know. I was lost.
Yeah, bro. You guys are Supernatural. You guys really like move the crowd for
Thank
sure.
you, man.
Yeah.
And honestly, that's what I was saying too before the show too, where I'm like, or after as well, I was like, I love tight venues with lit people inside of it, because it makes performing like, I can seem like an amazing performer. Anyone can seem like an amazing performer, but
Yeah,
like the
sure.
crowd is as lit as it was. Like that's why I love it when you come to a place with so much. You can tell people have love for the culture and they're everything, putting that energy out there. Because I'm like, that was very fun to perform with that.
Yeah,
But
shout out
we've done a lot
everybody
of
in the
fucking
crowd too.
Yeah,
Shows,
I was about to
especially-
We've done a lot of
say,
shows
yeah.
that weren't that lit too.
Yeah,
though, so
shout
it's
out
like-
everybody that came to the show, that stayed to the end, and
Real
risked
nice.
getting heat stroke with everybody.
Yeah, it
That
was
shit
so hot.
it was
It was hot. It was stanky.
It made it more lit though.
Yeah,
That's
it
what
did.
But yeah,
Yeah.
dude, that was a great show.
Yeah.
That was, yeah.
I was standing there by myself sweating.
I was.
After we got on stage, I was just good, bro, because I had the beanie on too.
Yeah.
Oh, and the jacket.
Oh, bro, I was just like sitting there like, I'm not taking it off. It's on right now. It's staying. You feel me? Mine's not hot, but mine's kind of hot, bro.
Bro, they got humid as fuck in there towards the
Oh,
end.
my
Dude, it was
goodness.
bad. You would be like up by the stage, and then you'd be sweating, and you'd be like, I gotta get some air. And I'd walk like halfway out, and I'd be like, oh man, it's so much better here. And then you'd wait like 30 seconds, and it would get so hot again, and then you're like, shit, I gotta take like 10 more steps
You're like,
outside.
oh shit, I just gotta go outside, and then outside feels exactly the same because it's fucking hot, bro.
I know it's nice coming up to Reading and like actually feeling heat.
Yeah.
Like it's
no,
also
no,
not
it's
nice.
been
No,
cool.
bro,
Yeah.
you're alive, you're alive.
It's been nice.
See, I be getting the pain. I love it.
Oh, dude, I melt in the heat, dude. On the
Me
drive
too,
up yesterday,
bro.
I was like, oh, fuck.
My boy's getting a sunburn through the windshield.
I was like, dude, I swear I was in the sun for like 2 minutes. I was turning pink. I was like, this is fucking-
Man, I was just starting to move around.
I'm not built for this.
I'm like a reptile. I'm a dragon, bro. Like I get some heat and I
Yeah,
just
you
start
charge
like
up.
moving around.
I do like that too, bro. I like the heat.
Yeah.
feel good. I just don't like it moist like it was last night.
Dude.
I mean, that was too humid. Because I like humid heat, but that's like, that was too enclosed of a space. There was no breeze, nothing like that. It wasn't like a humidity from like water. It was a humidity from sweat. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro. It
that.
felt dirty.
Oh.
I was like, fuck.
Dude.
Yeah.
Bro, yeah, we had AC and like 2 fans going, and it still did not help.
Don't let that deter you from coming to the next show.
Facts.
Yeah.
No. That's the thing. That's the thing. It was a dope underground setup. The lighting was fucking crazy. Like, it was lit as fuck.
Yeah,
You might
it really
just
is
like
fucking
bring yourself like
nice
some
setup.
water
And a
get some
mister.
water. That's it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, buy some liquid death.
Oh, bro. Yeah, get some liquid death. On some mister idea, bro.
Yeah, bro. We had liquid death at the merch table.
Kinda
Just
made me
hand
want
out
like
those
a
little
mister
fans, you know?
for like when I
Hand
perform,
fans.
man. That'd be kind of hard, just like pull out with a mister real quick.
Just
You gotta make a joke about it though. You can't just like do it seriously. You know what I mean? Like, you're like, oh, y'all feeling all right? Yeah, I got y'all too.
Just a little personal fan and a miss.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, you gotta just have a little personal fan the whole time.
Come out with the fucking
Just hold it
spitty
with
hat.
the
You
mic,
know what I'm
you know?
talking about? Just be like, oh, don't mind me. I'm
Well,
just
the
getting a
spitty
little breeze. Throwback.
All right, guys. So what's in the tank? What do you guys? What's the new plan?
Oh man, so
Moving
we got a
forward.
lot of releases coming. We got some heavy hitters. We do also got like for sure at least one collab that's with a homie, which we'll say more about it later when it's time.
Yeah.
But that should be
Got
lit.
some bangers in the vault though. For
Keep
sure.
an eye
This
on
will
the
come out in
Instagram.
2 weeks, so does that change your
No,
mind?
not around because like we're still figuring out we're figuring out release schedule and all that because we want to start releasing at least one song a month each.
Yeah.
And so
One
with
song
that-
a week? That's
Month,
fucking
month.
crazy.
Yeah,
A week,
month,
bro?
month.
That's insane.
Hell yeah. You heard it here first.
Dude, you guys are killing it. One song a week.
Now we
bro?
have to.
I see what you did there. You got me too. I was like, wait, did I just say that shit? That was textbook gaslight, bro. I was like, oh shit, hold on, did I just say that?
Bro, I've never
We're-
gaslit anybody.
We're
in my
professional
life.
gaslighters.
Don't you put that on me.
Don't put that
Don't put that on
I'm
me.
lighting the flame.
I have exes who will see this and they don't need to see
I mean,
that.
they did say that they had 200 songs in the vault. I mean, what stopped you from dropping one song a week?
But
That's
like I
like
said, I'm gonna do a fat drop on
4
SoundCloud,
years.
so
Yeah.
y'all get like
There will be a fat drop on
a
SoundCloud.
year worth of weeks.
All right.
A year worth of weeks.
So,
That's 52 songs.
yeah.
Isn't that 54?
Who knows?
52.
Am I wrong?
52.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
fucked up.
We can say 54, round it up by 2.
Yeah.
Oh,
we'll
I'm
just
going
say
off the
55.
Mayan calendar.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did. Round it up
On the
to 5.
on the Mayan calendar.
Yeah, because there's
Wow.
this.
You work on the Mayan calendar. That's so cool. I've never met someone who uses the Mayan calendar.
Yeah, bro, it's a little bit different, but it keeps you on track a little
Nice.
better. Yeah, it's more aligned with the
I
solar
fuck with
system
that.
and shit.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keeps my chakras like more
Aligned?
smooth.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
Crystals and shit.
Third eye open. and
Crystals
shit.
and shit.
You,
Seen the
you
fractals.
still putting those quartz up your ass?
Every once in a while. Just when I'm charging in the
Quartz
morning.
plugs, let's go.
Charging.
Yeah, charging.
Yeah. What is it called? Butthole charging.
Yeah.
Perennial sunning.
Yeah, sunning. Yeah.
Oh yeah, get your energy in the
Yeah,
morning.
I'm saying,
Oh,
bro.
hell yeah. You guys know
That's
about
big.
butthole sunning?
Yeah, that's big where you guys are
Bro,
from, right?
yeah.
Huge, actually. Everything you're talking about is very humble.
Oh, dude.
So when people think of Humboldt, they think of hippies. What is
Accurate.
Humboldt like really like?
Hippies.
A lot of fake hippies.
Okay.
Which I'm
Yeah,
probably
that's
gonna
right.
get flamed for saying this. But honestly, fuck it. Y'all are fake hippies. Most
Hippies.
of y'all. I know some real hippies. But honestly, you can't. That's the whole thing. I'm like, you can't really be what an actual hippie
Yeah.
was.
Trimmigrants don't count as hippies.
Agreed. But and also, sunning
They're
your
just
ball
dirty.
doesn't make you a hippie. So like, you know what I'm saying? Going to a festival and being super dirty and sunning your ball does not make you a hippie.
And not washing your hair.
I'll stand on that. Honestly, I'll stand.
You know
on
what? I'll stand right next to you, bro.
Thank you, brother.
That's fair.
That's like a lukewarm take. I think
Yeah.
most people would agree with you
Yeah.
there.
Well, I'm probably gonna have rocks thrown at me, and then I go back.
Well, at least they'll be charged up, bro.
Exactly.
They'll be charged up and $4 a piece.
Yeah. No. 100%.
No, I spent a little bit of time in Humboldt, like I was saying. I know there's not a whole lot to do there, but what do you guys like to do?
Do nature, bro.
Yeah.
It's fucking-
If you're not
There's
into
much else
nature,
to do,
you can't
but
share
music.
I'm not selling it short. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's great,
Amazing
yeah.
nature.
Y'all got some
Yeah, that
great disc
music.
golf courses.
Oh, dude,
True.
the
Nature.
curtain
Yeah.
is rough, bro. That course is so tough. Yeah, but they got that sweet rope swing up there by the college.
Park?
Yeah, that
dude,
place
that
is
shit's
sick.
I almost fell off that multiple
Dude,
times.
me too, bro. That place is tight.
I've had bad experiences with tire swings and rope swings.
Yeah. I believe it, bro.
Let's dig deeper into that.
Okay, so
I feel like we're scratching the surface or something. Yeah.
the last time I got on it was a tire rope swing. To be fair, it was kind of both, and it was like back when I was in like I think like 8th grade, and like the homegirl was having a birthday party.
Trying times.
And like the way it was set up is like the backyard was like kind of like this steep incline, right? And so like then there's like this stump kind of the top of the incline, and then like people would go off of that to go on the rope tire swing. And so like that's what's going on, etc. People are doing that. And so like I get up there, and at this time I was still an uncoordinated chubby kid. To put it into perspective. And so like I get up there and I'm like, how am I gonna ride this motherfucker so I don't fall off it? So I get on and I straddle the thing, you feel me? So like the rope is in between my legs, all this shit. And so like right as I'm about to jump, I start to get this like voice in the back of my head where I'm like, something's not right. But like I'm, you know, like everybody's watching, I'm shy and everything, so like I kind of like I'm like whatever, I'm just gonna do this. So I jump off, and I don't like get like the right like run off. I straight like jump off this bitch, and like it straight just like fall, and then like the rope snatches up right on my nuts, like just like twang all this shit, and like I like
The twang. Got him.
as it bounces, I kind of like roll, fall off. I'm like, that's like the only noise that comes out of my fucking mouth, and I'm just like sitting there for a good like 10 minutes, just fucking dying as people are laughing at me.
Just a breathless scream.
Yeah.
And he was never able to have kids after that.
Yeah. I lost a testicle that day. I only got 2 now.
Popped it out. That's crazy.
Retweet. Dude, yo, no, some of the rope swings out there are gnarly, bro.
Yeah.
The CR one I really like.
They got one out by Trinidad that like someone always cuts down and then someone else always puts it back up over
It's
and
like
over
off a
again.
cliff.
But it's basically off a cliff.
Yeah,
And so,
describe
like,
some of them for the people that haven't seen them, bro. They're
fucking,
pretty intense, dude. They're
100-foot cliff,
Yeah, and you gotta like
redwood
hike out
tree,
into the woods.
branch,
Yeah,
rope tied to the branch, swinging out over the cliff.
over like big ass ravines.
Perilous.
If you die,
Water.
fuck it. That's the kind of vibe.
If
How
the
many-
swing breaks, you're dead.
How many people have died from that you know of?
434.
I thought it was
That's an exact
437.
number.
I totally made that up.
Remember, we never lie here
I
on the
don't
Broc
think
Pod.
No, dude,
I
just
don't
say it with
think-
confidence,
I
bro.
don't
They're
think-
not gonna check.
I don't think.
They don't check anything.
I don't think anyone's
Fucking
died.
dumb. Are you sure?
I feel like that can't be true.
I remember hearing something
It
about
sounds
somebody
like a
falling
conspiracy and
off.
they're hushing it up.
I've heard about people falling
it's
off.
the government that's actually putting the rope swings out there.
Oh shit!
Just like the stairs
Don't
in the
get me
woods.
started.
Hey,
Don't get me started, dude. I've been
man.
saying. Wow. Yeah.
No, I feel like
I've been saying. My boy's been on this for years. This goes all the way to the top.
How did you know about the rope swings?
How did you know about the roast beef conspiracy, bro?
Oh shit, bro! I'm getting a call from the government right
Yeah,
now.
dude. The FBI's about to kick us.
It is the CIA.
They're about to bust through that door.
It's gonna be bad.
Yeah.
no, I feel like probably more people die from like the rivers and shit, like
Oh yeah, bro.
Oh, indeed.
Willow Creek for sure.
Factual.
Yeah.
What's the craziest thing all I've ever like heard or witnessed around there?
Like
Like-
period. Like
Just in general, dude. Yeah.
They paralyzed
Oh.
himself.
Oh, what?
You watched a dude paralyze himself?
Yeah.
On
He just
purpose?
like
Well, that's
stabbed.
a pretty solid.
No, it was
answer.
definitely an accident. It was
solid, honestly. I wasn't sure where you were gonna go.
It was an accident. Okay.
I still don't know where I'm gonna go with it, but that's solid, dude. That was-
Also, this wasn't like a strictly humble thing. It was so like basically like
He's like,
martial
"Oh,
arts.
He's like, it was on
So-
TV.
I don't actually know if it was. I don't. They might have. I don't know. But regardless, I do martial arts, mainly jiu-jitsu and then like some Muay Thai and such as that. But like the gym that I train at, they also throw on fights at the casino in the area. And so one of the early ones, it was probably like the second or third one. I don't remember exactly. But there was this guy who'd been training at the gym. He also trained at some other gyms, and he was honestly pretty solid. But he had his fight, and he was just like caught up in adrenaline or rage, or I don't know what it was exactly. and he went for a suplex. I don't know if you know what that is. Yeah. Yeah. So like, you know how like normally with that, when you drop someone, you push him with your head and you drop him
Kinda
to the side, you push
inside a
away
little
from, you know what I mean?
bit.
So you don't like drop him on your neck. He dropped dude on his neck.
Oh.
And so like, yeah, I'm pretty sure he is still a quadriplegic.
Indeed.
You know, it was actually pretty messed up.
I think it's pretty rare that you start walking again after you've been paralyzed.
I was about to say.
I was gonna say quadriplegic for sure. Like,
dude, that's so
paraplegic. There are some people
Yeah,
that
that's true.
you know
Get a little bit of.
There was a
feeling
lot of
there.
people locally who like knew that dude and saw that fight.
Yes,
bro.
Yeah, no, it was not chill
Yeah,
at all.
not chill.
At all. It
That's
was
brutal.
like it was like a thing where like it happened and like everybody in the room was kind of like, oh, you know what I mean, and then like it got real quiet, and then it was just like that wait for like the medics to come in and the stretchers and all that stuff. It was pretty dark.
What happened to the dude that suplexed him?
No, he
Charged with
suplexed.
manslaughter.
Yeah, that he suplexed.
He ended up being fine, from my memory.
That suplex didn't
So
go
he ended
well.
up winning that fight. Actually, he was losing it. Honestly,
He's like,
But wait,
yeah.
the dude who suplexed him.
The guy who was trying to do the
Yes.
suplex.
Because he dropped him on his own head.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
got
Bad
it. Yeah,
suplex.
Yeah, that's
Shit,
it.
dude.
It was rough.
Bad soup.
Yeah. That's
Yeah, beef and vegetables.
Bad soup.
You caught me off guard. Bad soup. That was crazy.
You're not wrong,
bro, I'm sweating.
You're not wrong.
I'm sweating, bro.
Bad soup.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Ooh, I'm crying.
That was a hot take.
Not as hot as that soup.
Oh,
Shit. Oh, I'm sweaty, bro. Back up.
It feels like we're back at the show last
That's how
night.
you got me, bro.
that was good. That was solid.
Wow.
All right.
So we had bad soup. What about you?
Round two.
That's just forever that story name now is Bad Soup. Wow. All right, go ahead.
Feel free to steal that joke if you're telling that story later.
I know I have something better, but one of the first things that comes to mind is out at the grow we used to work at. One of our neighbors,
Legal tomato grow.
they had a bear that went up a tree, and they decided to just shoot the bear in the tree. And then they left the bear in the tree.
What?
And it just rotted and died in the tree above their house. And it's just this bear with a shotgun wound just in the tree. And I would
that's
just drive by
insane.
and there'd just be a bear in the tree. And it just slowly just deteriorated. And
Like,
I just slowly watched this bear just...
like, yeah, we don't go under that tree.
No, that's the weird
just
thing is they
fucking-
lived under that tree basically. So it was a weird move on their part. I don't know.
Just be sleeping, have little plops of
Well, like I didn't even like driving by it. They lived under it. I was like, that's fucking weird.
You're like, doesn't that smell a little bit?
Well, and then he's all like, I thought it would fall out of the tree. He's like, I thought it would fall out of the tree when I shot it, and I was like, why would you think that?
I mean, honestly,
it
that
was
sounds
sitting in a
logical.
tree. So if you shoot it, it's just gonna stay where it was. It was motionless. It wasn't. It was like resting. in the
You
tree.
got more ammo than that. Keep going until it
Right.
falls out of a tree, bro.
Well, like,
Shoot those branches
something-
up.
Put a
just
bunch of
leave
bear
it.
traps around the bottom of the tree.
I'm pretty sure the skeleton's still in the tree, which is the coolest part.
Wait, actually?
Yeah, Dylan's, bro.
Damn.
Before, no, the house right before Dylan's.
Damn, I would love to see that.
Yeah,
That shit
it's up in the tree. It's cool.
We'll have to
What's
check
what's
that
the
out.
tree
So
look
actually,
like?
that's just a cool story. That's not even.
We'll put the
Yeah,
address on
actually,
the screen just in
Yeah,
case you
yeah.
want to go.
In case you wanna drive by.
Check it out. Yeah.
It's the Humboldt bear.
Yo,
Yeah.
I actually have a crazy Humboldt story if you guys want to hear this.
Of course.
Yeah, bro. Okay, so I lived in McKinleyville up there, and like right behind the airport, and it was just like this dead end street or whatever. And we lived at the very end of the street. I had one neighbor. He was super cool, and we had a dog, like a pit bull, and he would come over and like feed him snacks or whatever when he got off work. Usually, they'd like give him a treat, and I thought that was like it was cool. One night, I'm inside my living or in like the garage, like smoking and like doing my laundry and shit. And he kind of like pops his head in the garage, like Mr. Rogers. And I'm
Hey,
like,
neighbor.
and he's like, "Hey, what's up, dude?" He's like, "Is your dog here?" I'm like, yeah. He's like, "Can I give him a treat? I just want to see him." Okay, sure, dude. And he's like super nice. So I didn't think it was like that weird, but it's late.
But it's weird.
It's weird. And so I like open the door and my dog comes out and he's like petting him. And he's like, "Hey, are you gonna watch the show?" And I was like, "What show?" He's like, "There's like a laser light show going on." And I'm like right by the airport.
Okay.
Like, okay, this sounds cool. I was like, "What's up?" He's like, "Yeah, come here." Okay, so we like walk over to his yard, and it's like a normal Humboldt night. You know, it's kind of like misty or whatever.
Okay.
And he just like, yeah, he just like sits in the grass, staring at this fucking fence.
No light show. In his mind.
He's watching a light show.
Yeah.
And he's just sitting there watching this like thing. And it's like, I'm like, nice. He's like, "Whoa, you see that?" I'm like, "Yeah, bro, that's tight." Like, I've done mushrooms. I know what's going on. You know, I'm like, this dude's probably just tripping. Like, he's having a good night. And he's like, "This would be way better if those guys weren't here." And I was like,
Oh, nope.
and I was like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "That guy in the tree over there, he just keeps climbing up and down that tree. And there's these huge redwoods." And he's like, "He's climbing to the top. The one up there is a real badass." And he's like gritting his teeth. And I'm like, "Oh, okay." So we're hanging out for a little while. And he's like talking about all this weird shit, bro. And like these lights. And he's like, "Whoa, there it is again." And
so paranoid.
Yeah, and his wife like
He
comes
was on a
outside.
sick one.
Dude,
He was on a sick one, dude. Oh my god.
And he was like a normal square dude, so this was super weird to me. I'm like, maybe he just does like a monthly trip or something, you know?
Maybe he was having a schizophrenic break.
Maybe.
I'll get there. And so his wife comes out and she's like, "Honey, are you ready to come inside?" He's like, "No, I'm watching the show." And he's just like sitting in the grass, like petting my dog. And she's like, "You should let the dog go to bed and come inside." And he's like, "Fine." And he like goes inside. And I was like, "All right, whatever." That was super weird. Now it's like a week or two later and I haven't seen him. And I pull into my driveway. It's like in the afternoon after school or whatever. And his wife's outside and she walks over to me and she's like, "Hey, I just wanted to apologize for like the other week." And I was like, "Oh, like no worries." He didn't like.
I take mushrooms.
I was like, yeah, I literally was like, "We all got a trip every once in a while. Like, need a break from reality." And she's like, "Well, he's actually a really good-hearted guy, and he was like helping one of the homeless guys around here, and the guy wanted to pay him, but he didn't have any money, so he insisted that he took this Coca-Cola." And it had just only been cracked. It was like not drinking out of. And so he took it home and drank it. And he ended up staying up for 6 days before he went to the hospital. And he had drank like 3 grams of meth.
Okay, first of all, here's my question.
Why would you drink the Coke?
Right? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Well, that's
Don't drink the Coke.
not to be rude.
A square, innocent guy, though. He's like, "Oh, dude, this guy's just doing something nice for me."
And he like helped him like with his shelter or whatever.
Yeah,
That was
he-
his last 3 grams.
Yeah, bro. He's like, "Bro,
That was
please
all
take
he had.
this."
Like, I gave this man the rest of my stash.
I was like, that was the coolest thing I could think of.
Man.
I know he drank it all that night.
I told him, drink it over the
Seemed like
course
he
of
had
a
a
week.
good time.
Dude, I guess he was like really paranoid after he was like freaking out at the end of it. She said it was not good,
Yeah,
Dude,
6
I would have gone to
days,
the
bro.
hospital as soon as I felt weird after drinking the Coke.
but he was
Yeah,
safe.
bro.
Fuck.
He was safe afterwards and okay.
Yeah, what was his
Disclaimer.
wife doing? She's like, "Why is he acting so weird? This is crazy."
Yeah, probably.
Like, what?
Like
You're
what?
such a kook.
You're so
You're such a
wacky.
silly goose. What are you doing?
That's the wackiest thing.
Oh my god.
Dude.
I'm not gonna lie, you nice to me.
Yeah, for real.
As soon as he started being like, you know, like, "Oh, you see the people here," like, I've been out, bro, because I have this pact with myself.
Oh god.
And it gives me strength in times of distress because I have a pact to never be the black person that dies of hunger.
I love that. Yeah, nice, dude.
So at the first sight of any kind of positive spirit,
I'm going up.
out, bro. Like I'm gone.
No, dude, I was like,
You said who's in that tree? Oh,
Gone.
yeah.
trust me, I'm
Y'all can play patty cake.
I'm not about the white people shit either. I'm just chilling, but it wasn't that bad. And then it started getting weird, and I was like, I kind of got to stick around for a second, bro.
I'd go to the tree and be like, "Let me verify this."
Let me check
Maybe there is
this. You're like,
something.
hey,
Yeah,
bro,
bro.
you up there?
Like when he was in a horror movie, like he's the one like going into the house. I'm the one that's already gone. Like,
Yeah.
I was there, and then like it's the next scene. goes back. I'm not even there anymore.
He's like calling me. He's like,
You're like at home, like on your phone, like.
Yeah, I'm calling.
Hey, bro.
Over at Chick-fil-A. I was just getting a sandwich. Bro.
Yeah, you make it out of there, by the way.
Leave.
Did you make it out of there?
Probably not going to, so I had to go.
He's like, yeah, I'm just moving cities.
Dude,
yeah,
he was talking about some shit in the driveway across the street, and I was like, this is like, I was like, this can't be real. And then he's like, the guy in the trees, and I was like, logically, I knew it was. I was like, but is there a guy in the tree, bro?
Bro.
For a second, I'm thinking, I'm like, damn,
The
bro.
same thing.
How fucked up am I?
The same kind of thing happened to me, right? I was living in these apartments here, and they're pretty quiet. They're townhomes. Nobody really fucked with anybody. And one night, I get a knock on my door. I was like, what the fuck? And across the little corridor from me, and like one house down, there was this lady that lived there who just kept moving her stuff outside. Like, she had a coat hanger outside. She had like a dresser outside, and like
That's
other stuff.
S0ul.
And I was like,
He heard something.
I was like,
moving
I was
at night.
like, yeah, whatever. I was like, that's weird, but like maybe she's just moving her shit. She knocks on my door, and she's like, there's someone trying to get into my house, like in the back door. And I was like, what? She's like, he's trying to break into my back door right now. I need somebody to help me. So I was like, okay. So I, grabbed the thing, and
He's
I
a man.
walked over there, and I was like, all right, like stay out here. I'm gonna go in and like make sure it's all good. So like, I walk into the house and walk all the way into the back. I was like, there's no one in here. And then she's like, right there, he's grabbing the toaster. I was like, oh, this is one of those. I was like, I need to get out of here because I had like my thing drawn and everything. I was like,
he's telling me
oh,
to
she's
kill
gonna,
you.
yeah, bro.
Oh, come here.
Yeah, dude. I was like,
You're the devil.
She's gonna like start telling people like I'm the one in her house that's trying to steal shit. I was like, oh, I better get the fuck out, bro. And I was like, yeah, so just go back in there. There's no one back in there. And then I turned around and walked right to my house. I was like, what the fuck? I don't do crazy shit, bro. I don't do crazy shit. If I feel like someone's crazy in a situation, I need to get the fuck out of there as soon as possible.
I don't do
Pull out a
ghosts.
fucking teacup and start swirling this spoon around. You look like a nice strapping young lad, she says.
You've fallen for my trap card.
Why does your door have 7 bolts on it?
Is that a padlock?
What are you doing with that axe?
Is there a latch on the outside of your bathroom?
I'm dizzy.
Matter of fact, why do I hear scratching in the other room? Over there? It looks like it's never been open.
Bro.
That's why you gotta have that pack, bro. At the first sign, she started saying that shit. You walk up, you don't see anybody, you're gone.
That's what I did, bro. I was like, oh, dude, I should never have walked in this house, bro.
Yeah, I've seen some wild tweaker shit. I used to do demo, and we were cleaning up this house, dude, that all these tweakers had been squatting in for like years. Nice. Bro, there was, I'm not even shitting you, on the doors, there was padlocks on the outside, and there was like cameras and stuff. They were running like a sex ring in there. Like one room was like, it had like 10 mattresses in it. And it was so crazy, and the bathroom only had porn and shit in it. Like, literally, like, the toilet was, like, stacked up, like, of shit. And then there was, like, porn magazines everywhere. Dude. There was a hole in the ground in one of the rooms. Literally, like, the pit from Saw of needles, bro. Like, full of needles. Wow. It was their needle disposal, bro. Yeah, it was, like, a pit. And we just were like, bro, this is, like, literally hazmat shit. We cannot clean this up.
Can you imagine just falling in there?
I did imagine it a lot of times, and I
Exactly what I imagined.
dude,
Every disease known to man.
straight up, they had like anywhere that it was carpeted, it had like another set of carpet on top of it, like nailed in, and then it would have like more carpet on top, like screwed in on top of that, like.
They're like, oh, damn, this carpet's looking a little musty.
Yeah, just
Let's
put another piece
yeah.
on and put some wood screws in
You
there.
know what to do. Get the gun.
Get the old Milwaukee out.
Bro.
Fuck, dude. Oh, man. Damn, I don't know how we got here, but it has been a ride.
I think we're getting started to wrap up. It's been a really great episode with you guys. I'm really glad that we were able to have you guys on.
Yeah,
I'm glad
psyched
that
to meet you guys.
we were able to talk and have a good ass night last night.
Yeah, bro. That was super fun.
Yeah, straight up.
Yeah, we'd love to have you back on the Broccoli Pod. You guys are honorary Broc members. Fuck yeah, thanks, guys.
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah.
Shout out Broccoli Pod. Shout out Liquid Death.
Amen. Hell yeah. One time for the one time. Hell yeah. Go ahead and let them know what your Instagrams are again and where they can find you. See some music.
My Instagram is S0ul. That's S0ULLIEW. I'm on Spotify and all platforms. Is S0ul. That's S0UL.
Yeah.
My name is Reeph the Goat on Instagram with a PH, all one thing. And you can find all my music under Reeph on all platforms as well.
Right on. You guys got a show coming up anytime soon that if they're in the Humboldt area they can visit?
July.
Yeah, in July, I think.
Yeah, talk to the Humboldt audience.
We got a show coming up July 1st in Arcata at the Arcata Playhouse.
Yep.
It's going to be dope.
Sir.
Honest is gonna be there. Yeah, it's gonna be nasty.
Y'all better show up, show out, follow the Broccoli Pod. We appreciate
Like,
all our
comment,
subscribers. We appreciate you all. You're awesome. This has been the Broccoli Pod. I'm Capital J.
I'm Augie Dupre.
I'm S0ul.
And we out.
Peace.
East Coast father, English mama, in a vivid rage, baby rifles, angry pissed off, in a brittle cage. Just leave me be, just let me breathe, please. Need to focus up. I got pain, I turn to music like an orchestra.